Alright, hello, this is Ashton Christensen. I brief introduction about a little bit about me and also about the country that I've been adopted into. I am from California, Southern California, from Yucaipa, and I am a biology major and I'm currently inside the developing world class. Now, I have been adopted into the country of Haiti. Haiti is an interesting place, I'll tell you that. I have many ties to Haiti. I've found people who have known friends or have even family members who have been adopted from the area or something like that. And the people are doing great. They come over here, but it's not as ideal place inside in Haiti. I have chosen Cap Haïtien, I believe is the pronunciation, as my city that I have chosen to be in, which is more city-like, but still affected from practically everything. Since it is a smaller country, it is below Florida in that general region. So if you would look on the map, it's half of the Dominican Republic, the left side rather than right. But what I will be talking to you about is about these goals that we have. These goals pertain to us about the post 215 goals. Now, there are current goals that are called the Millennium Development Goals. There's a link wherever I put it on here that will help you look at these current development goals. And currently, these goals are in the process of ending. And so the UN is having to create new goals to help take care of the nation as we see them go forward and take one step at a time. The current goals that we see. Hold on, my computer's not entirely working, dang it. Sorry, everybody. The current goals involve being able to take care of eradicating poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality, and empower women, reduce child mortality, improve maternal health, combat HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, global partnership for development. Now, we see inside my site, we've touched on a few of these, but I will be able to touch on them more as time goes by and update with what the goals were and how they've been able to try and go through it. But as we see, eradicating extreme poverty and hunger, many people inside in Haiti have struggled with this, as it's very industrialized with agricultural work and taking care of family members, wanting them to strive to get food for everybody. Any excess can be shipped off towards different countries, but most of the agricultural food is used for the people and being able to take care of themselves. Now, as for their education. They're doing well with education as programs are being involved from other countries to help take care and influence with these countries. Being able to the next goal is being able to promote the gender equality and empower women. Women, there's a pretty much a almost 50-50 between men and women, but women are still have lots of trouble more than men. Men are more highly seen rather than women, so a little bit of gender inequality right there, and they're still working on these things to reduce child mortality and improve maternal health. Kind of go along with each other. The problem, as explained inside previous documents on here, that it's one of the most unsafe places to have a child. It's more likely 20% or so have the chance of having someone who is skilled in being able to help with the delivery or help with the process of pregnancy. And so it's very much a struggle, and lots of mothers do die from these cases, and so it's a very, very critical point in their lives that we see is very harmful to the society. If we don't have enough being able to be born, how can we see the progression continue? And so it's a major deal with maternal health, and that's mainly the problem about the child mortality, is being able to have maternal health. With maternal health, we see that it helps progress and helps them come to educating them more to the realization of what they should be doing to help for the rest of the development goals that I haven't been able to get over, 6, 7, and 8. Being able to combat with HIV, AIDS, malaria, and other diseases. We see these problems a lot inside Haiti. Haiti struggles a lot with disease, and so it can really harm them and make it harder for them to progress because they're majorly inflicted and everything. Ensuring environmental sustainability. Their environment changes a lot. They try to sustain as much as they can, but they're constantly also hit by natural disasters such as hurricanes, and so all their crop can be taken away, and that can also go along with the extreme hunger because of natural disasters and having that problem. Being able to have a global partnership, there are a few things that they have there, global partnerships, and it really does help with their learning and taking care of. Oh goodness, it's alright, Nitch. It's getting me. But there's a possibility of continuing and progressing with this action. With the post to 2015 goals that they have, I'll post it on here as well, so that way you can go over a few of the things that I have and that I point out for you. I'm going to be reading a few of the documents that stood out to me, and speaking more about it, and to talk more about how it correlates with some of the previous goals that they had, and how much of it correlates with each other and whatnot, and how it affects Haiti. Okay, so in one of the sections, it's talking about drawing from experience of 2 decades of development practice, and from the inputs gathered through an open and inclusive process, the report charts a roadmap to achieve dignity in the next 15 years. So they've got a few of these goals that are coming up with, roughly around 6, but they also have side goals. It's quite a few more. A few of these goals is dignity, to end poverty and fight inequality. So that goes along with some of the previous goals that weren't actually met. They were met by some of the countries, but for, as we can see from many of the countries, that some didn't meet the goal. So why get rid of a goal if you haven't completed it? So being able to have poverty and inequality, and notice how there isn't hunger there, but that kind of goes along with the following one, where it talks about people to ensure healthy lives, knowledge, and inclusion of women and children. So being able to have education and progression in those steps, and also the another thing about equality, being able to have the right education. Most women inside Haiti have struggles with being educated. Even men struggle with this, but women have much of sadness to this, that they don't receive the education needed. And so it makes it very hard for the country to progress because they aren't well educated in a way that they can't take that step because they can't afford it, or it's not available. Prosperity is another one. To grow a strong, inclusive, and transformative economy. So their economy's, it's pretty bad. They're in debt a lot, as explained, that they've been in debt for being taken care of with their rebuildings of all the areas. They get hit by earthquakes as well. There was an earthquake in 2010 that hit them, and they are still trying to rebuild and recover from there. And so it's very hard for people. People live in tents, and so it's very hard for people to progress if they don't have somewhere to live, first off, structure-wise, and also being able to have jobs. There's not very many jobs that are available, but they try as much as they can to assign certain jobs and trying to apply things, and so they are still progressing, but very, very, very slowly. Next point is planet, to protect our ecosystems for all societies and our children. Really the main struggle with this is the problem of natural disasters, which is kind of not really, you can't really prepare for. You can with some things, being able to have the structures first off earthquake proof, so that way they don't damage nearby surrounding agriculture or certain areas, but also being able to keep from like flooding, ruining a whole entire area that could affect major outcome of the money, income taken, and being able to have food, globalize situations. Next point is justice, to promote safe and peaceful societies and strong institutions. As explained inside one of my bullet points towards the equality, and we see towards women that they're very much, there's very much a problem. Women are raped constantly. The amount of has increased over the time, and since the earthquake and since disasters, it always increases after every disaster, and so people are constantly going against society and being cruel. And so, but there is happiness, don't get me wrong, there's always happiness in these things, there's a line of light, but it's very much a problem is natural security is not very tight. some of these places they live, tent camps. That's where some of the problems happen with these people, is that they are attacked during these times that they're in there, and there's not much security inside these places. Okay, and partnership to catalyze global solidarity for sustainable development. So I think this bot could be majorly improved because there's not very many ties that go globally with trade or with other things that could help the country to progress internationally and to connect. But I'm sure if they got down to it and they were thinking of actual ways to influence and to connect with other countries, I'm sure that they could easily find a way. They need to just reach out. The problem with the Haitian people is being able to have the motivation to reach out and to try and to do more, and also the struggle of constantly put down. That's also a problem. It's not also the problem that they struggle with reaching up and wanting to do better. It's also the critic of being put down, that they can't do it by those who are weird and not good. A few of the points I don't have too much time to go over, and I'm not entirely a fast reader that I wanted to go over. A few points that talked about was the report also underscores that an integrated sustainable development agenda requires an equally synergistic framework of means of its implementation, including financing, technology, and investments in sustainable development capabilities. In addition, the report calls for embracing a culture of shared responsibility in order to ensure that promises made become actions delivered. To this effect, the report proposes a framework to be able to monitor and review implementation based on enhanced statistical capacities and tapping into the potential of new and non-traditional data scores and the United Nations system fit for purpose to address the challenges of the new agenda. Achieving dignity in the next 15 years is possible if we collectively mobilize political will and the necessary resources to strengthen the multilateral systems and our nations. So in that paragraph, one of the things that I was very grateful for is that they will be monitoring this. They will be watching over what is happening and how things are progressing in every single country. So they will be able to grab all the statistics that they need to be able to show where they're progressing, how they can do better, what they can do next. And so they're really putting forth what are those steps, how can we intervene if things are shooting down. A few of the pages or things that I wanted you to look at on the document, wherever I stick it, of the post 2015 is on page 14. There is a goal chart that also explains, of these goals and a little more targeted details. And also on page 16, there's also the diagram of 6 items that they will be implementing to have a sustainable development goals. And so they will also have on page 21 through finances and other items. If there are any questions towards these items, or if you feel like I need to explain towards these things a little bit more, please let me know, so that way I can be able to explain a few of these things in more detail if things are unexplainable. The document is very much explainable, as we see that all these things are very simple, very easy. They use simple words towards explaining what these things do. And so that's it, and I will talk to you later. Have fun.